How much stock do you put in Zion's preseason numbers?
For me, I'm not putting a whole lot of stock, Skip. I mean, LeBron didn't. He turned out all right. Kevin Durant didn't. D. Rose. Some of these guys didn't have 20 points a game in the in the preseason, and won Rookie of the Year, won MVPs, won NBA titles. So I'm not putting a whole lot of stock in it. I think the biggest thing for me is that when I watch the preseason, how does the team gel? Are they showing continuity?
Okay.
Working on things like that. Look, he did hit an outside shot the other night, Skip. I think he hit a three-point shot. I forget who it was against. And so that's what I want to see a new wrinkle. I want to see him develop that. He's shooting a high percentage because a lot of his shots are coming within the painted area, dunks, layups. But Skip, he's a load. The guy's 285 pounds. He's 6'6", and he can create space. He's more bendy than you think. For a guy that size, he can get in the air and he can contort his body.
Good point.
Big guys don't normally have that kind of ability. So he's more agile. I know, he's almost like a dancing bear. I mean, you knew he was athletic, Skip, because he got bounced. You watch him, you're like, dang, dude can get off the floor and in a hurry.
Quick.
And get back. I mean, I've never seen anybody that can, that size, get off the floor, come back and get right back up again. He can do that. But, Skip, I'm not putting a whole lot of stock in he's averaging 23 points because that means nothing to me.
Okay.
Is the team growing? And it looks like they are. But I think he'll probably average somewhere between, he might even average 20 points a night because he's going to probably get 3 or 4 lobs at the bare minimum from Lonzo. He'll catch you slipping, get a putback and dunk on somebody's head. So, but I'm not concerned with what he's doing right now, Skip.
No rookie has averaged 20-plus points in 20 years in the preseason.
Right.
Ever.
20 years.
Yeah.
Wow. I got to tell you, even though I don't want to heap undue pressure on this kid, I just don't think it's undue. I don't think pressure will undo this kid. He's even better than I thought he was, and I thought he was going to be a lot better than you thought. This is the rarest blend of power and explosion and touch, because you want to talk about finishing with force and finesse. The play that caught my eye the other night was against Utah, and the back-to-back last 2 years reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Stifle Tower.
What is he, 7'1"?
Yeah.
And if we could see this, Zion just goes right up into him, and at the last second, he's got him back on his heels, and at the last second, once he bounces him back and creates a little space, remember, Zion's 6'6" versus 7'1".
Correct.
Yeah.
And there's capability of getting embarrassed here, right? You're going to have to eat this one. And at the last second, he just flips it. He just extends left arm over here and just flips it real sweet up off the glass.
No problem. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Like, I got this. Like, you're not even thinking I'm going to do this, but I'm just going to go over here and just do this.
And the thing is, he knows that a shot blocker, what do, Skip? You get in his chest.
Okay.
He put his chest to chest, created space.
He created space. And Rudy was, dare I say, a little intimidated because he was kind of like teetering. The Stifle Tower was teetering backward a little bit.
Right.
And I think Rudy ran up the court thinking, this kid is for real.
Yeah.
This is the truth. And again, as a finisher, I don't know about his shot. I like the stroke. I like the mechanics of it. I like the touch of it. And it will just get better and better.
Yes.
But right now, I'm not concerned with the shot because he's so explosive around the rim and he's so creative with both hands that as a finisher, I'm not sure there's going to be anybody much better finishing than this kid will be this year, which is why the ESPN Top 100 rankings, remember we went back and forth because we both thought you got Clay at 49 and we're like, okay, you're disqualified if you got him at 49.
Right.
He's better than 49. But Zion was 42 and you thought that was way too high. I don't think that's too high. And in fact, that might be a little low right now. He's a top 30 player, I think, already. And again, I'm just heaping more pressure on this. He's such a great kid, and he's so much fun to watch because he's such joy he plays with and such passion and energy. But the team is fun to watch.
Yes.
It is must-see TV. And to your point about gelling, they got so much young talent built around Drew Holiday, who's the veteran leader of the team, that they're 4-0 so far. They had one close game. They came back and won at Chicago, which was kind of weird, but they won it. In the bench, the starters are all just leaping for joy on the bench. So the team is coming together.
Yes.
The draft picks look like they can both play, and that's a surprise to me because they didn't take Darius Garland with the fourth overall pick from Vanderbilt, who's doing really well for Cleveland. But whatever. They got all kinds of depth of talent on this team, and I think they're all watching him saying, look what we got.
Yeah, but, I mean, clearly it looks from just watching in the preseason, he's their best player right now. No question, he's their best
better
player.
be.
Yeah,
He is.
And the thing is, Skip, they're gonna get up and down. The set offense is not gonna be them. They're young, they're athletic. The best route for them to win is to get up and down the court.
You got it.
Is to pace everybody.
Which is why I believe Lonzo Ball just figuratively died and went to heaven in New Orleans. Right? He died in L.A. and went to heaven in New Orleans.
He doesn't realize it, Skip, because it's definitely a change in location, obviously. But lifestyle. It's definitely a lifestyle's change. But basketball-wise, style-wise, for his style of play, he couldn't ask for anything.
How could you?
He could not.
You couldn't make it up any better, right?
Because really, now he's going to have the ball in his hands more times than not. He's not going to have to worry about LeBron having the ball in his hand, Rondo having the ball in his hand. More times than not, he will have the ball. True Holiday really loves playing off the ball. He's really a two. Now, he can play the point, but he really loves playing off the ball. And this suits Lonzo really well because he got a guy that can jump out of the building. Lonzo's going to throw about 4 or 5 lobs a night to this kid.
He will.
And this kid's going to catch some people napping. Like, they're just waiting. The ball going to come down in my arms. And he's going to dunk right on the head. He's going to be a lot of posters.
Yep. And obviously, we saw what happened to Giannis, conference finals. They built a wall. So is that going to happen to Zion at some point? Will somebody just build a wall and say, you can't come in here anymore? Maybe. But I do think he will turn out to be a better shooter than Giannis has proven to be.
But, Skip, you can do that in a series because you focused on one opponent. It's going to be hard to do that because you see this guy, and then you got to worry about somebody else the next night. And you got to worry about somebody else the next night. Whereas they were just focused on Giannis. Okay, this is how we're going to approach it. We got Giannis on Tuesday. We got Giannis again on Friday. We got Giannis again on Sunday. They can't do that with this kid. I'm sure they're going to look, we just got to try and keep him out the paint. Well, good luck with that. They said that about Charles Barkley. Let's keep him out the paint.
That's true.
Good luck.
And Giannis, for all of his gifts and all of his athletic ability, he doesn't play with the power this kid plays with because this is 285 of raw power.
Well, Skip, a Mack truck doesn't have to be going that fast to do damage. The kid is 285. Giannis is what? Giannis is what? 225, 235?
I know.
But he's almost 7 foot tall. I mean, you put 285.
And the old cliche about you don't know your own strength. He doesn't know his own strength
He does not.
yet.
No. I mean, he's still a kid. I mean, he has a grown man body.
He does.
But he's still a kid. I mean, 19.
Yeah.
And
he's
fun to
with
watch.
a good veteran coach who will get the best out of all these kids, Alvin Gentry.
I just hope
he's a good man.
Skip, I just hope he has a nutritionist, a
I
full-time chef.
And I agree. I do agree. Because you need to stay a little bit sleeker so that your joints don't take quite the pound.
Yeah.
Because to your point about quick jumping, boom, boom, he's going to come down with a lot of force.
A lot of force.
Yep.
And, New Orleans.
Yep.
They cook everything with gravy.
I mean, he doesn't have to eat
sausage.
everything with gravy.
I mean, name the healthy spot you know of in New Orleans?
That's actually a good point. I don't know.
Where you going to
Good
get?
question.
Where you going to get? I'm sure they do. So
those
where are you going? I haven't seen a vegan restaurant. I've been down there a couple of times. I'm just waiting to see the vegan restaurant pop up.
Yeah. I took
Maybe you should start one down there.
I took Ernestine there one time.
Yeah.
And we're walking down Bourbon Street to find a restaurant. She said, you know what? You're going to have to give it up tonight.
Exactly.
Right?
Cheat meal? Cheat meal for you guys?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. One more preseason game tomorrow for them at MSG facing RJ Barrett. I like that one as well, but this guy's fun to see.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.